It had gotten really bad, but unless you looked closely, you couldn't tell. I have this plant at my house. It's my favorite plant. It's a monstera. It's massive. I love it, but it has a bug problem. You can't tell if you don't look closely, but it's definitely there. And I've been avoiding dealing with it for a long time, and it's just only gotten worse and worse as time has gone on. It was worse than I realized when I dealt with it last night. I finally got rid of all the bugs, but because I waited as long as I did, the plant ended up suffering because of it. It stopped growing. It stopped putting out new leaves.
And this isn't just a plant problem. We can treat the sin in our lives the same way too, and we find ways to cover it up or excuse it. We can ignore the symptoms, and we learn to live a corrupted life, really, and call it enough. But sin comes at a cost, and over time, the areas in your life where you are compromising will start to take the life out of you. Like McKenna's plant, you will stop growing.
The good news of the gospel is that Jesus does have so much grace for you. He loves you. He forgives you. But the sin itself, he has no mercy for. God will not turn away from sin, ignore it, pretend like it is not there. It must be dealt with. What would happen if we took the same mentality about the sin in our life?
Check out what Job 11:14 says. If iniquity, or our sin, is in your hand, put it far away, and let not injustice dwell in your tent.
In this verse, it says, not to let that sin dwell in your tent. These people would live in tents and move from place to place. And so the challenge this verse is laying down for you is to move on from the sin that's in your life. Don't let it make a place in your tent when you move forward. Leave it behind you. Leave it in the past.
How would your life look different if you took the energy that maybe you or I spent protecting our sins and put it into eradicating them? I know it's a hard question. The answer is going to require some vulnerability that maybe you don't think you're ready for.
But I can tell you firsthand from my own life that the fallout of unearthing the things that you are afraid of, what with safe people, will not be worse than the price of you taking the sin and letting it stay captive in your heart.
Let's not be the people who let sin make itself at home in our hearts, but rather let's be vigilant in gutting out the sin in our life so that Jesus can grow new life within us.